Hello everyone. If you are thinking of making a career or in anti-money laundering or financial crime compliance, or you're already is working in this field and want to know that how much investment that you need to make to improve the career, or and what's the return you're gonna get in order to improve, uh, you know, uh, in anti-money laundering or financial crime compliance, what would be the written view? So this is the I'm gonna try to help you understand this. Okay, so in order to do so, in order to get the return, you need to make some investment. So investment in the time in the consists of two things, time and money. So how much time it is needed for you to first, that's gonna minimum, it's gonna take 3 to 4 months. That's the time. And in those 3 to 4 months, it requires you to invest 2 to 3 hours every day. Then you this is the time that is minimum required. When you're spending 2 to 3 hours per day, it's going to require you 3 to 4 months. Okay, let's talk about the real thing. What everyone have plenty of times, they do not have money, so let's talk about that thing. So how much money do I need to spend? Four ways. um, you need to do certifications, and in certification there are two things. So there are certification, four main certifications that are available that can make or improve your career in anti-money laundering. uh, Camp certification from ACAMS, CF, ACF, CS. Certification for the certification is certified financial crime specialist certification from Association of Certified Financial Crime Specialists. uh, Institute in, and these are two American certification institute. This is the British that issues advanced AML diploma, and another British institute that's called Manchester CF, that issues financial intelligence specialist or something, diploma. There's a certificate. Okay, so what's the certificate cost are? Uh, this cost comprises of their annual subscription and their examination fees. Okay, so this one, with 1 year certification, examination fees cost around 2,150, and that's excluding the transfer charges when you're going to be paying the fees, whatever your government charge, bank charges you the advance fees, withholding or whatever. So that's the minimum. That's around cost you around 1,000. They give some discount. The fees is actually around 800, and annual subscription, including it's gonna cost you around 1,000. That's ridiculously very high, around $5,000 to $6,000 to do the advanced diploma. That's usually also takes not the 3 4 months case, like takes like 6 months. They have their own classes as well. And the last one costs around $2,400 or something for their this one. Okay, and I've intentionally written it down in the priority because what is worth value for money, this is the one that is worth value for money, and then you can prioritize accordingly. That is value for money. I'm not an employee of this institute. I'm not associated with them. They do not pay me any fees. I do not have any referral codes. I do not have any affiliated links at all. You're gonna be contacting them, paying them their fees on their own. My trainings. Okay, the second aspect is the training that's gonna help you to get the job. So training, I do training for two reasons. So we're talking about investment, the time. I've already mentioned that. We're talking about the money. So the training, you want to get the training, especially for those people who is trying to make a career. They want to get the training which will lead them to job as well. And how the training is going to lead you to job? When you pass your exam, you know are you being prepared technically enough, that do you are you being trained in a way that what is expected of you when you apply for a job, or what is expected of you when you are doing AML analyst, AML specialist job? So are you being trained for that? So that training do not just includes you for end evaluation, mock questions or practice question. No, that doesn't, that's worthless, all of that. Your interviewer, when you apply for a job, are not interested in your how many questions did you practice to pass the exam. They're not interested in your score as well. They're not going to be checking any of your score in your certification. You're thinking very traditional sense, when they check GPA or whatever you got in your university. They do not. This is a professional certification. You pass it or you fail it. Just it's pretty, black and white. So they assess during the interview your technical understanding, and that's what you need to be prepared for, that people around the world scam you for. Don't do that. Don't be scammed by people just throwing you, said that you're gonna pass your exam and the piece of paper that you're gonna get of any of those certifications gonna guarantee you a job. So you want to spend your money and time in a way that's gonna improve your career. So my training is both the 50 hours. I train you for 50 hours that you pay for. Plus, I do lots of CPDs as well. If you're gonna do, I made a video about it, the 100 hour. You can watch that to make get a better understanding. So if you attend the free trainings that I do once a month as well, CPD, continuing professional development training, that is 75 hours of training. You attend this for 2 months. You attend this for 12 months. Then you get 75 hours of training that's gonna prepare you technically for your job interviews, for your whatever you're gonna be expected of you to when you're doing the AML job. When you ready, you prepare yourself. Do you technically know things that will help you to get a job and you to retain the job as well? That's the two things that you need to. I'm not going to reveal you the what I fees that I charge. You can contact me on WhatsApp or email and find out the fees. But this is the what any of those. You do not need to do all four of them. You can do just one of them. Plus, you need to attend the trainings that will help you to pass the exam, that will help you to prepare for AML job and its interviews. For that, expected what is expected of you to achieve those? You need to have really good analytical skills. If you are lazy, if you are have low IQ score, or if you are not good enough in technically thinking, it's very difficult for you to make a career in anti-money laundering. You can do as many certification you want to, it's not going to be enough for you to. You will be found out during the job interviews. They will not hire you. So you need to be really good at it. If you are really interested in this field, if you think that you have a high IQ score as well, you really good at in high IQ score means that you are able to understand things quickly and able to remember things for longer period of time. That's the main requirement. So, and you are interested and dedicated in this field, then you can make a career. If anyone tells you anything otherwise, they're trying to scam you. Because of recession and inflation, everything is expensive. So you most probably do not have this amount of any of those amount of money lying anywhere in your house, in your bank, to spend free of cost, just randomly. So most probably you're gonna save this money for few months to and the trainings fees as well for few months. So that's gonna take you some time to prepare as well, and you're gonna spend some hours of learning and preparing. It's not gonna be enough for you to get a job if you do not have these things, unfortunately. So try to invest. Should be your investment. Why? Because try to go to on LinkedIn, indeed.com, or whatever the websites, and search AML analyst, AML officer, AML specialist, your compliance specialist, compliance officer, BSA officers, right? And write salary in addition to those keywords, and search how much they pay for you to that job, and try to search check that are those jobs that they're paying you for, if the salary is more than the salary that you are being paid currently or not. So do your due diligence. Try to find out that the return is more than the salary that you are getting currently or not. Easier to do so. No one is going to scam you. You can do the find out research, do your homework, do your due diligence on your own. Whatever, write AML analyst or AML salary, check it worldwide or check it in your city, in your country, how much they're paying. If Generally speaking, these days, no one's actually revealed you what salary that you will be paid for, because they try to negotiate based on your profile, your experience, and so on. However, they're going to assist. But if there are some organizations that are making their job in their openings, making it available, that whatever is expected of you to get if you apply for this job, this will give you some idea. And you think that there is any other way for you to find out? No. If you're going to contact someone on LinkedIn and ask them that how much salary you're getting, no guy or woman is going to tell you their actual salary. So your only way to find out, if you don't know anyone over the in AML field, anyone working AML field, any close friend who is willing to reveal you the salary, the only way for you to find out is to go to LinkedIn and try to search in your city and country or worldwide. Try to find that what salary they're paying. You can try to use different words: AML pay, AML salary, AML wages, AML, or try to write financial crime compliance salary, or whatever, find different words. Do your homework. This will be investment. And do your due diligence on the return. The return should also include if there are any jobs in your city or not. You will not get a remote job, you will not get work visa based on just doing the certification. You need to do other things as well, which means data analytics or learn your IT skills minimum, for you to in order to have some possibility of getting a job in another country, or be able to work from home, remotely for Mashuk Bank or chain analysis or elliptic or whatever, in anti-money laundering. Otherwise, what this will help you? This will help you to improve your salary and designation in the city, the country that you're living in. You won't be able to change your country. You won't be to get a work visa, or you won't be able to change your or get to work at home from home, remote job, just based on one certification. That's not going to happen in the recession and inflation that we are in currently. That's just going to improve your salary from the current salary that you are currently earning, designation, or help you switch your career. But you have to do some investment. Consider this to be investment. Will this be enough to get you a job in any of those certification? If you have no experience in anti-money laundering, no, that's not going to be enough. The piece of paper that I'm gonna, because there are so many scams over the internet, piece of paper which is your certification, which has a name, they have I'm gonna show you mine. So this piece of paper, will that be enough for you to get a job? No, it's not. Piece of paper will only help you land some job interviews, and that's gonna deplete those job interviews as well after a few time later. If you're not answering during the job interview, if you are found out in initial rounds of interview, they're not going to invite you round B, round C, or whatever if you make mistakes, because since you have never worked in anti-money laundering, you think that whatever is written in some book or whatever, and that help you to prepare for the examination questions for the piece of paper, will help you to get a job. Unfortunately, that's not the case. You can check also, you can check that as well. Search those people who passed the certification, any of those four certification. Search this, click on the post option, and find out that when those people did the certification, they mention about that I passed this certification, whatever. Check when they did the certification, and since then have they switched their job or not. And you're gonna, majority of them, you're gonna find out that they haven't switched the job because they thought that the piece of paper was enough. So you need to, especially if you have never worked in anti-money laundering or financial compliance, or if you have worked in, but you have worked in an analyst level and you want to be part of management, a team leader or manager, kindly, and by being very sincere, kindly attend trainings that are technical, not training that include just practice questions or something, or quizzes or something, or daily quizzes or something. They are scamming you. No practice question is going to help you get a job, or more questions. So attend the training that leads you to train you for what you are expected to do when you get your AML job, and so that the certification and your technical skills help you get the return, since you are investing so much. You're not paying money, your or fees or charges or anything you are paying investment. You're paying for the investment and you get the return if you do this the right way. If you're going to make bad investment, or free questions over the internet, or free trainings over the internet, or just training to help you practice for the mock questions, that's going to lead you to having zero job in your 3 years of validity of the certification. After 3 years later, you will still be doing the job that you're doing right now. So hopefully this was clear enough for you. If anyone is scamming you otherwise, try to save your money. Salaried persons do not have a ridiculous amount of extra money lying somewhere in their house or in their bank. Next batch is starting on 19th of August. You can contact me on email, on WhatsApp, find out the fees, join the training, and change your career, get a better job, better destination. Have a good day. Take care.